the woman suddenly realized that her son was probably not a human, because her son just peed on his back. As a result, when she looked in the mirror, she suddenly realized that there was a lump of dog hair growing in the place where her son had just peed on his back. But at first, the woman didn't take it to heart. She just thought that her hair was too much. However, she only slept one night. Who knew that the next day, there were 2 lumps of dog hair on both sides of her mouth, and her teeth became as sharp as a dog's teeth. In addition, she also found that wherever she went, there were a group of dogs surrounding her, which seemed to treat her as their own kind. But even though the woman was so crazy, she still didn't take it to heart. Unexpectedly, the next night, after she took a shower, she suddenly found that there was a dog tail growing on her buttock. As a result, these abnormalities did not attract the attention of the woman. Until midnight, when she was sleeping, she suddenly heard a dog bark outside, so she immediately came outside to check. Unexpectedly, there were a bunch of dogs at the door of her house. The woman was not only not afraid, but also climbed on the ground like a dog. In the end, she really miraculously became a dog. Due to the carelessness of her friends, the girl was brutally assaulted by a perverted murderer. She stood up with a gun in her hand, but she quietly held a stone in her hand. Not waiting for the kidnappers to react, the girl quickly ran into the forest. She knew that there was a lake not far away. After a frenzied run, she jumped down. But before Mary ran away, the Jekyll and Hyde chased her. The blood stained the lake. Mary, who was blinded, was floating on the lake and could no longer move. At this time, it suddenly rained heavily in the sky. The Jekyll and Hyde turned around and left. He didn't think Mary could live like this. Because the car was hit, the 4 Jekyll and Hyde had to walk forward. But because the rain was too heavy, they came to a nearby nursing home to shelter. But what they didn't know was that this was Mary's home. Tom and his wife didn't know that this group of people had killed their own daughters. Not only were they hospitable to a few people, Tom, who was a doctor, also sewed the wound for the girl. At this time, Fatty got up and went to the kitchen to put the cup down. But when he turned around, he suddenly saw a picture of Mary in the fridge. He realized that this was Mary's home. Fatty ran into the bathroom in a hurry and cried out in guilt. He blamed himself for not being able to stop all this. After coming out, Fatty thought again and again. He put Mary's necklace next to the cup. Although he didn't dare to resist his father, he still decided to write to Mary's parents. Seeing the rain getting heavier and heavier, Tom and his wife took the 4 of them to a room not far away and let them rest for the night. Wait until the rain stops the next day before leaving. After everything was arranged, the wife just returned home. There was a knocking sound outside the door. The couple immediately went out to check.